All right, Matt, our 7th fight on the prelims. This is one where you have the extraordinary gentleman, Bevon Lewis, taking on the Tarantula and Dequan Townsend. And Matt, I will start the timer here now because I'm pretty sure there's another Tarantula. Isn't it Jalen Turner? Isn't that his nickname?
Sure.
It is. Either way, in this fight at middleweight, it's very interesting because these guys are both 6'3" and have a 79-inch reach. Kind of neat.
That's the most interesting part of the fight, unfortunately.
Because it's a really odd fight because you look at the odds themselves. Bevon Lewis is a minus 400 favorite. Dequan Townsend at a plus 325. We haven't seen Dequan Townsend since he lost to Dalcha Lunjambula in his last one. He got finished there. Bevon Lewis, the 2 losses, one to Uriah Hall, and then the next one a decision, which is kind of a surprise.
One of the worst fights of last year.
But he fought Darren Stewart, who's on the up and up. So Bevon Lewis, he's fought more regularly. Dequan Townsend is coming off a USADA suspension. This is his reinstatement here in January this year. It's a tough one to try and predict because, again, normally for Dequan Townsend, it's that length and range that's able to get him the wins, whereas Bevon Lewis can do a lot of different things well, and we saw that in the Uriah Hall fight. Can you kind of talk us through that one in his UFC debut, where actually he was the favorite in that
He was
fight.
Almost 2-1 favorite against Uriah Hall because a lot of people were down on Uriah Hall because he has so many up and down performances, but Uriah Hall basically just waited, and by the time Bevon sort of burned himself out, Uriah Hall hit him with one big shot. But up until that point, Bevon Lewis looked really good. He is a good striker. He has big power. That's why I was so excited for that Darren Stewart fight, because it was basically 2 guys who are a carbon copy of each other, 2 really big power punchers in the middleweight division, and it turned out to be a complete dud of a fight. Now, fighting Dequan, I feel like Bevon's going to have the power advantage and the speed advantage and probably the cardio advantage. And if you only need 2 of those 3 things to win a fight, and the fact that he has all 3 going into this one, I feel like it's going to be a fairly easy win for Lewis.
And we have a lot of votes over on Tapology. More than 2/3 are going with Bevon Lewis in this fight. And I can certainly see it that way. I know in a lot of interviews, Dequan Townsend is ready to put the past behind him. He said he was around the wrong type of crowd. Now he's ready. And he only had the 1 fight in the UFC. And from what we've seen from Lunjambula, I mean, a former champ over in EFC, they called him Dalcha champion over there. It's kind of a tough litmus test. So we're going to finally get to see what Dequan Townsend can offer us in the UFC here. And for Bevon Lewis, if he's able to get the win, all right, let's face that next step up once again, the Darren Stewart to Uriah Hall. They kind of threw him into the fire early. This is a chance for him to gain his footing. I'm going to take Lewis in this one.
So am I.
And we're really looking forward to this one because middleweight right now is kind of an odd division. So you're not going to want to miss the rest of our predictions here for the main card and the prelims of UFC Raleigh. Matt, let's get into it.